There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're here.
All right, we're here.
Did you want to tell me something before we start, or
No, we're good. No,
Okay.
we're good.
All right. Hello. It is the Fox 411 and Kiss Country neighborhood news. It's the not ready for primetime players, I think is what we are.
Those people are napping.
That's right. Well, today here on the information that you need to know that's going on locally here is Jessica Staley is here with us for the Mason City Exchange Club as we get ready for the 3rd of July fireworks here in Mason City. But there's a lot of things going on that day, and we'll get to all that. But Jessica, first of all, welcome to the show. And why don't you tell us about what the Exchange Club is all about?
Thank you for having me. The Exchange Club, we are a community service organization. Our big thing is working with local law enforcement, fire department, local businesses, anybody we can to promote youth groups and work with youth services. We're also all about especially working with law enforcement when it comes to the prevention of child abuse. That's a big one for us, along with, like I said, working with youth services. And we're also all about promoting veterans. We volunteer with veterans organizations. We do the National Night Out in August. We try to work and promote those. In fact, a lot of youth service organizations that are in this area now were ones that the Mason City Exchange Club helped get their footing and get started. So that's what we're all about.
Awesome. And when do you meet? And how do you get to be part of this group if you wanted to venture out and be part of the Exchange Club?
So we meet every first and third Thursday of the month at the VFW on the All Vet Center in Mason City, Iowa, from noon to 1 for lunch and to, like I said, talk about our fundraising events and the volunteer events that we get involved with. And to find out about us, we have a Facebook page, the Mason City Exchange Club. You can find us on Facebook. We have an email address that you can get a hold of and say, hey, I'd like to know more. I'd like to become a member, and we can get you the information that you need. If you bump into any, like myself, in public, I will gladly give you my phone number and you can give me a call and we can have a conversation. And I can get you, I'll even pick you up and come get you to bring you to your first meeting. And we'll sit down and we'll talk with you about what it is to be involved.
That's awesome. That is cool. Let's talk about blowing things up, Jessica.
July 3rd.
July 3rd. We all love blowing things up. I know I do.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be careful.
Yes, we do.
Before you answer that, just curious, because this is always a question I think that comes up. Do you guys always have enough money to put on the fireworks for a half hour every single year? Or,
we do have enough money, but sometimes we have to change up how many fireworks that we do end up doing because, of course, prices go up on fireworks and on everything else. And so that's why, like I said, we do fundraising events. You see the cans and bottle collection wagons, Fairway, Quick Star, and a couple other places I can't remember right now. But we have 4 collection wagons, and all the money from those collection wagons we use specifically for the fireworks. But not every year do we have enough money to, like, at one point we had like a big ball of fire that would go across the field. We don't have that this year. We haven't had it for a while.
That costs money, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. That one costs a lot of money to do that one.
So if we see delays and the big bang and boom, that means, well, we only could give you so much in a half hour.
Well, or they got wet.
Oh,
because of dew. We had that one time.
I know I've donated a lot to that cause. Dropped them off at Fairway, Harry.
Yeah.
Oh
All the
yeah.
cans and bottles and all that, right?
Oh
Yep.
boy, sacks upon sacks.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sometimes the sacks are sitting outside of the container because the container's so full.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
July
good.
3rd has got a big day, so why don't you kind of go through everything that's happening on the 3rd of July?
3rd of July. Yes. Okay. So this year we're doing a lot this year. We're volunteering with 3 different organizations this year. One of them is the North Iowa Christian School. They are bringing in an organization called Wreaths Across America. So Wreaths Across America talks about veterans and the different wars and everything that we have fought as Americans. They also talk about how you can donate to get wreaths put on veterans' graves around Christmas time. And so they'll walk you through that. They even have a big old semi that they bring in and you can walk through it. That semi is going to be at the Mason City High School, parked there somewhere in the parking lot, and you can go up and you can look on the outside and everything and have a conversation with some of the people that will be doing the tours. And so on July 4th, so the day after that, that semi will be all opened up at the North Iowa Christian School on July 4th, and you can actually walk through it and see all the video and everything.
Have you been on that?
I have not, and I am so excited that I'm gonna go walk through it.
Okay.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
The next organization that we're working with this year is one that we attempted to work with last year, but it was so last minute that we struggled to bring in donations for them, and that's Crisis Intervention Services. This year, they have a list of items that they're looking for. We will make sure that that list is on our Facebook page. We sent flyers to some of the businesses, and so we're looking for baby wipes, body lotion, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, and it's all travel size. This is stuff you can stick in a bag, a small backpack if you need to. Not big bottles, because that's hard to pack along with everything else that's needed.
Our good friend Mary Ingham over there.
At Mary Ingham, yes.
She would love
Mary Ingham. You can find her phone number on the Crisis Intervention website, and you can call her in case you're missing anything. They're also located there close to downtown Mason City. Not that far from, I think, a block east of the Affordables and 2 blocks east of Fairway. Right. So you can find them in their office in case you want to talk with Mary and ask her what they need.
Now this is interesting, Jay. I have never heard of this. The metal keys for recycling.
I haven't either.
I didn't know you could recycle those things, but I guess sure, it's metal.
It was news to me too until our current president, Steve Beavers, and our treasurer, Tim Shupik, and our secretary, Dirk Bruns, they are all like, oh yeah, there's a place here that recycles keys. So we're going to be collecting all your old keys, all your old, like, I don't know what it belongs to. It's just been hanging around the house keys. Right. Or I know what it belongs to. Like, so you had a padlock for it, and the padlock has just disappeared.
They just melt it all down?
Yeah, they melt it all down, and whatever the weight of the metal that they can sell and everything, they give us a portion of the money, and that money is going to go to a Freedom Shrine at the North Iowa Christian School.
Wow.
And
so you got 3 fundraisers all in one here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
We're trying to, and if you put on top of it the fact that the Youth for Christ is once again running our concession stands this year, and they're going to get all of or a portion of the money from concessions, then we're supporting 3 or 4 different organizations this year and having them volunteer with us.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah.
that night, as we approach the fireworks, things get going. It looks like around 6.
I have a guest.
I see
I have a
that.
guest. My daughter Rebecca has come in. You want to say hi real quick?
Hi.
Say
Yeah,
hi.
she's shy.
All right. I know. Go ahead and head back out, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay?
Go have some more fruit snacks. You're good.
Yeah.
Go.
It's not lunchtime yet.
No, it's not. We'll have to edit that portion out. What do
Oh
you
no,
mean?
there's no editing. That's the nice thing about this.
What do you
That's-
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, a whole night of stuff going on before the fireworks even hit. And why don't you talk about that? Starting at 6, I believe.
Yes, we are starting at 6 o'clock with inflatable axe throw and a dunk tank. We're actually working with the different police department and fire department trying to find a, hold on a moment.
Volunteers.
Bridget, you cannot be in here. Get out now, please. No.
Well, this is the first, Jay.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. I've got well, my kids are older now, but I got a dog at all. He's actually unplugged one of these before.
Oh, there you go.
They knew not to come in here. Bless their hearts.
So did I hear you right? Are you, maybe I misheard you, but are you having police officers in the dunk tank?
Maybe. We're still working on getting volunteers for the dunk tank. Nobody has called us and said yes yet. So we're working on getting volunteers for that. Jerome, one of our longtime members and longtime family friend of mine, Jerome has said, if we have to, we'll do members. And I looked at him and I said, I can't be in the dunk tank. And he goes, why not? And I said, because I have to stand up front and give presentation. And he goes, oh, you're a spoil sport. You can do it dripping wet, can't you?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Tell you what, I would think they would love it if it's a hot day. I saw some
Oh,
police
yeah.
officers out at my granddaughter's T-ball game last night, and I was like, how in the world can they wear all that stuff in the heat?
I don't know.
Last night too. So anyway, and then hey, inflatable axe throwing. Woo.
Yes, an inflatable axe throw. So Country Axe has an inflatable axe throw, and we are renting that from them, and we're going to run it, and this year, and we're charging for those things. So if anybody wants to know, the $1 is for like $1 a throw per person at the dunk tank, and then $5 for like I think 2 or 3 throws at the axe throw. And then that money right there, that money will go for our next fundraising event.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, you know something about that axe throw.
I know something, a thing or two.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah.
So what are they? Is inflatable axes? Is that what it is? And then they
No, that's an
or-
actual.
No, they're hard plastic axes, right?
Yeah, with Velcro on it. A lot of people go, how does an inflatable stay up when you throw axes at it? Well,
Yeah.
it's not the real
Fair.
axes. It's actual. The handle's hard. I mean, if you get hit with it, it hurts because my grandkids have done it to me before. But
Oh.
it doesn't cut anybody. It's just a Velcro that sticks to the Velcro target. So it's a
okay.
big old target at the end of the.
Are you pretty good at that? I know
I
you're pretty good at the real stuff.
Yeah, I haven't lost yet. So
I've thrown axes at the axe throw that's in the mall that
Yeah.
Jay and his wife run. I'm
Yeah.
horrible. I'm horrible at it.
she got better. She's gotten better.
Better, but I'm not very good.
Well, that means more practice is all that means.
Yeah, he's got to come in more often. That's all.
Anyway,
I'll do that. Gotta have more family game night.
There you go.
That's right. So 6 to 8:30 is all that stuff going on, and then the band starts.
8:45. The band starts at 8:45. So that 15-minute lull is to give everybody an opportunity to find their seats and everything, and just help give us time to break everything down before we start.
just curious, since you're starting these the dunk tank and the extra, is that it to get people in there earlier?
We're trying to bring them in earlier and everything. We tried doing a band and entertainment like that,
Yeah.
and most people they sat outside, and then they'd wait until 8:45 or 8:30 or 8 o'clock to come in, because then the fireworks would start about 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. So
family.
Yeah, we should probably talk about the rules. I mean, there's
yeah.
rules that you can't. I mean, I don't know. Can you bring in blankets or all that kind of stuff?
You can bring in blankets. You can bring in bleacher seats if you would like. You can if you.
Backs, you mean? The chair
Yeah, those chair backs. Yeah, the ones with the bleacher seats with the chair backs, that so you have a cushion to sit on. You can bring in a pillow to sit on. I know that you can bring in lawn chairs, and you can sit in the grass. I know that I've seen people, they bring in a wagon for putting their kids in. We do ask that no outside food or drink come in unless it's for like a baby or small children that can't have stuff from the concession stand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Only makes sense. Yeah. So what's the cost to get in there again?
The cost is free. There is no cost to get into the fireworks. That is completely paid for from the donations. Like I said, our major fundraiser of cans and bottles.
Yeah, and there'll be ways to. Well, you just said that Youth for Christ is running the concession stand.
Yep.
So there's popcorn,
pizza, pop, and it'll be up to the youth group what other else there is. It's also going to be a surprise to the Exchange Club what else they bring in. But per usual, there will be pizza and popcorn and pop.
Okay.
The 3 big P's.
How about parking?
Parking.
Let's talk about parking.
Oh, parking's fun. So parking, there's parking in the back of the high school and to the side of the high school. There's parking in the middle school parking lot. And then a lot of people, they'll park on the side of the road and everything. Mm-hmm. So that's where most of the parking is going to be, is in the school parking lot. Some people park in Hy-Vee. All those businesses over there on the south side of the road, they'll probably let you park there, simply because it gets full. It gets to be a full event.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Jay, where have you parked usually?
Side street.
Yeah.
That's right. Usually. Yeah.
I would think that there's, just make sure you can legally park.
Make sure you can legally park. Yeah, make sure you don't park in anywhere that says a no parking zone, because the police officers and everything, they will be out making sure that there's safe parking and that people aren't doing silly stuff, common sense stuff.
Yeah. And we don't have nothing to worry about in all this flood talk that we've been having.
No, we don't. Thank goodness.
Yeah. And what is the situation if it does rain?
If it does rain, usually what we do, we'll set off the fireworks if we can. But if we can't, I haven't talked to the guys about what we usually do. Bring an umbrella.
Yeah. I was a
raincoat.
Well, you can. If it does get drenchy that day, I would think, because that's what's so nice about having our little twin cities up here. Mason City does it on the 3rd. Clear Lake does it on the 4th.
Yep.
And I would think that a go-to day, especially the way it's set up during the week, that a go-to would be on Friday the 5th.
Yeah. That's a conversation I hadn't had with the guys yet, but we'll reschedule it if it cannot be set off.
Yeah.
Because we paid to set them off, and we'd love to be able to.
Right.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah. An awesome way to kick off the weekend if it rains on the 3rd.
It looks like it's going to be a busy 3rd of July.
Yes, it is. And we are so excited.
And with everything we touched upon here, whether you're watching or listening to this like a podcast, We encourage you to go to the May City Exchange Club Facebook page. Probably get a lot of more information on that as well. You guys keep everybody posted pretty well on that, I'm sure.
Yep.
But this is great. I appreciate you joining us here, Jessica.
Thank you for having me.
Now we know
You
what's
bet.
going on the 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah.
More stuff to do. And we should finish it by saying you should try to get inside, because I would think that there's more to see inside the
There's
football.
also a lot to hear. So there's music that goes along with the fireworks. You can't hear that out in the parking lot.
that's
You
true,
can't
yeah.
hear that like 5 blocks away at wherever. You
Sure.
can see, and sometimes your fireworks, if you're sitting in the lawn and there are trees, you can't see some of the fireworks.
Yeah.
Right.
So you miss out on hearing and seeing a lot if you don't come in.
So come early. Yeah.
Yes,
I know
come
people-
early and
people start-
stay.
Parking early too. I know that.
Oh yeah, definitely park early.
Okay. All right. So bring your blankets and pillows in if you want, but leave the food and beverages outside, and you can get purchase for all that stuff when you're there. So,
Are backpacks allowed, Jessica?
Backpacks are allowed.
Okay.
I have not done the checking or anything before, but please, this is school property.
yeah.
This is a school that we're going to be at. Please treat it like your kids attend there, and make sure whatever you're bringing in isn't going to get you in trouble and
trouble.
hurt people.
Yeah, let's keep everybody safe. Good to hear that.
Yes.
A lot of police officers. Besides,
No fireworks. No fireworks. We're
correct.
doing that. You can't. We have license and permission to set off fireworks. Don't bring fireworks with you. That's illegal.
Yeah.
That is illegal.
And police are going to be patient, but they're not. You just, you know what? You probably just dunked them in the dunk tank, so they're going to be after you.
Yes, they're gonna be fresh off of the dunk tank, not
Yeah.
hot and bothered.
That's
So
right.
they're gonna chase you down.
They're going to. All right. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Betcha. 3rd of July, the Mason City Exchange Club puts on a big show, and things are going to get started at 6 o'clock, go all the way till, the 10 o'clock is the fireworks, lasts usually about a half hour. So,
Yeah.
All right. That is your Fox 411 and Kiss Country neighborhood news.